Hello everyone, another cooking video. I will be making chicken and broccoli stir fry. Okay, chicken and broccoli stir fry. Okay, now I'm going to let you know the ingredients. I'm going to say what they are on here on the recipe, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm using. Okay, so I got to start out with it didn't say oil, nothing. It just said spray a non-stick pan. Spray on a pan. Spray a non-stick skillet with cooking spray over medium-high heat. Medium-high heat. And, or use a seasoned wok. So this is the spray I have, and this is what I use. Avocado oil. Okay? I was leaving that out because I wanted to show y'all. I used avocado oil, okay? You can use any other spray. You can use EBBO spray, olive oil spray, or whatever you want. Okay? So, over the medium heat, you're going to put add the chicken, garlic, and ginger, okay? It says fry for 2 to 3 minutes, but I think it's going to take a little longer because it's more chicken. So, I'm going to put the chicken in, cook it halfway, and then put the garlic and ginger in. Chicken is 1 pound of skinless, boneless, skinless chicken breast. Okay? Cut into 1-inch pieces. I already cut them earlier. And I tried to dry them, but... So... And then 2 garlic cloves, finely chopped. 2 garlic cloves, but I'm going to use this. And 1 teaspoon is about 1 clove of garlic. And then it wants 2 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger. 2 teaspoons. So if you get a fresh ginger, you can, but I'm going to use this. Okay? I wanted a smaller one because I don't use ginger that much, but this is what they had. But they're both Spice World. Okay? And then I'll give you... Then we'll go from there. Now, I tried to dry the chicken as much as I could. I rinsed it because it was partway frozen, so I rinsed it to get all the ice off it. I cut it up, but usually when I cook chicken, no matter how much I dry it, it always gets chicken juice into the pan. So, I'm going to try my much because this is almost full with juice, see? From the chicken. But I'm going to try. Okay, so it was sitting there for a moment, so I'll just give it a quick, another spray, and I'm going to put the chicken in there. Okay, that's the pan that I'm cooking with, okay? I'm going to use my hands, then I'll wash my hands, but I'm going to use my hands, put the chicken in, I don't want to dump it in there with all the juice. Okay, and then it said 2 cups of broccoli, which I'm doubling it to 4 cups. And it said 1 pound of chicken, just to let you know. But I'm using like 2 or 3 pounds, because I need it. But it said 2 cups of broccoli. I'm using 4 or 5 or something, because the broccoli is like this, so it doesn't take much to fill up 1 cup. But it didn't say thaw it out, so it's not going to take long. So I just measured it and put it in a bowl for now, just to let you know that. Okay, now it said heat the cooking spray and add the chicken over medium high. Okay? So trying to get this, not get any juice with it. Try to squeeze some of the chicken as I put it in there. Okay, guys, so I got all the chicken in there. So, oh, mine is one. I should have just rinsed them with some cold water so it wouldn't have any of that chicken juice. Let's see. You know? I should have. I already rinsed the chicken this morning, but I should have done it again. So as the little bit of frozen it was when it thawed in the refrigerator and made more juice in the container. I could have got that off and it would have just been, you know. But it's okay. Okay, I have to keep on. Okay, so I'm trying to see what spoon I want to use for the chicken, and I guess I'll just use this spoon. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let the chicken cook about halfway, and then I'm going to add garlic and ginger. Okay? So that was 1 pound of chicken. I added 2 or 3 pounds. I know I added more. What I thought was good. Okay? I will show you, since you can't see in the pan, that's all the chicken I added. Okay? And like I said, 2 cloves of garlic finely chopped. So it'll be 4 cloves if you're doubling it. 2 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger. 4 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger if you're doubling it, okay? Just going to use a teaspoon. I could use a measuring teaspoon, but I'm just going to use that. Okay? Let me open this. It says pull, but it says pull, but I don't see it coming down. Okay. Just trying to get this off. Okay. I was just smelling ginger. It doesn't really smell like all that. Okay. So let me stir it again. Okay, so it should be about halfway there. So let's get this done. 2 garlic cloves with 2 teaspoons, which will be 4, and I'll have to end up getting some more of this minced garlic. Okay, so done with that. Let's get 2 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger. 4 teaspoons to begin with, since I'm doubling it. Alright, done with that. I'll get some of Mixed up. Okay, so let me stir it up. It looks almost like applesauce. It doesn't smell like it, but it looks like it when you squeeze it. Okay? Okay, and while that's cooking, I forgot to start the rice. So let me get the rice started. Wait a minute, let me see. I gotta do that again because I messed up. Okay, all the way to the top is 1 cup. Because there's a line that ends at 3/4, but like, see? Right there ends at 3/4, but if you go all the way up here to the tippy top, it's a cup. Because one time it said 250 milliliters was 1 cup. And that's it's engraved in there, 250 milliliters. Okay? So I'm going to do 2 cups. It's only me and my husband, but we got to have leftovers. So I got to make sure. If I run out of rice, I can make more rice, but. Okay. Alrighty, so I got the rice in there. You get the measuring cup so I can measure the water. Two cups of rice or 4 cups of water. Okay, 4 cups of water. Get some butter. I used to put oil in my rice because my mom did it, so I put oil in my rice. Just rinse off the garlic and ginger off the spoon and use it. But I used to put oil, like, I don't know why my mom did it, I just did it. But then someone told me, or I read somewhere you could put butter instead, and it tastes better. Like 1 teaspoon of butter, I think it is, per cup of rice. But I like buttery rice, so just add a little bit more. Just rinse the butter off. See, it's a small thing of butter because we couldn't afford much. But hopefully tomorrow I gotta go to the store. I already bought some groceries, but we had to go to Walmart to get some stuff we couldn't get at the grocery store, so I'm just gonna get a bigger thing of butter. Your chicken's almost done. So, oh, salt. I forgot about the salt in the rice so it'll have flavor. It's usually 1 teaspoon of salt per cup. So it's sea salt. Okay. Sea salt. Okay. Let that boil and then cover it up for 15 minutes. Gotta look at the computer and time it because I can't put the timer on my phone while it's on camera. Okay, so chicken's almost done. There's a few pieces that have a little bit of red in them. Okay, so let's go and look see what the next step is going to be. And then after that, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of the broth, chicken broth. 1 cup of chicken broth, so it's going to be 2 cups of chicken broth. So they only want 3/4 to start out. When you double that, that's 1.5 that I'll leave 1/2 cup that I'm not doing. So let's open the chicken broth. Okay, so if you start out with 3/4, you got to start out with double if you're doubling it, and then 1/2 cup will be left. So let's do this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I hope there's 1/2 cup in there. I mean, I have another. I have another chicken broth, but I don't want to open it just for 1/2 cup. Sorry. I had dropped some chicken broth, but I don't want to have to open another can just for 1/2 cup or less, okay? So, alrighty, so, and this soy sauce is going to be soy sauce. I got Kinkelman's, and I've got less sodium soy sauce. Oh, and the chicken broth, I got less sodium chicken broth too. I got Heart Healthy, which is less sodium. I try to get anything I can in less sodium. Even black beans, I try if they have it. Black beans, chicken broth, cream of chicken or cream of mushroom, cream of whatever. Beef broth, chicken broth, even taco seasoning. Sometimes if I get the container of taco seasoning, which is this big one, it doesn't have less sodium like the packets. Like I still have a packet, one left, and it has 25% less sodium, but that's it. Okay, so then it wants soy sauce and sugar, just regular white sugar. 2 teaspoons, so it'll be 4 teaspoons of sugar. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, so it'll be 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons of soy sauce and 4 teaspoons of sugar. Okay? So it was 1 cup of chicken broth, so it'll be 2 cups. But right now I'm using 1.5 cups because it wanted you to save 1/2 cup. I mean, yeah. No, it wanted you to save 1/4 cup, but I'm doubling it, so it's saving 1/2 cup. And then I doubled the 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and doubled the 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay? Turn the rice down. Oh no. I thought it was. Well, I was trying to get the wrong lid. It's already out. So, turn the rice down. It's 15 minutes. 7:38, 48, 7:53. 7:53. Okay. Okay. Chicken tastes good. It's just not seasoned. I guess it's gonna have soy sauce and chicken broth. And that stuff's already got salt in it. But I'm going to go ahead on my own accord. This is me. The instructions don't say it. I'm gonna add black pepper. Okay, let me stir it up. Okay. Just added the extra on top. So if you want to add, something extra in seasonings, you can. But I would not add salt, especially because you're adding soy sauce and chicken broth. They're highly salty. I mean, I got the 20 less sodium soy sauce and it says 33% less sodium in chicken broth, but still has salt, so plenty. Okay? So, we're going to add the chicken broth. Go ahead and I added that. Stir it up. Okay, it has some chicken juice in there, so. Alright, then we're going to add the soy sauce, 3 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons. Actually, I was going to use the spoon, but I decided I'm going to use the actual measuring spoon, okay, for the tablespoon, okay. Because it's kind of got a little boat in it, so it's easier. It won't splatter out as much. Okay. Okay, so let's put that in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I did that. Okay. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay, and it's just white sugar because if it was brown sugar, it would say so. So let me get my spoon. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take this closer over there. What I say it was? 2 teaspoons. Yeah, so it'll be 4 teaspoons. Okay. Luckily I got a big old pan. So I can double. That's why I got that big pan. So I can double stuff. Like I can double. For 2 boxes of Hamburger Helper, Tuna Helper recipes, So let me mix it all up. Mix it all up. Smells good. Smells good. Okay, so. And cook over medium heat for 5 minutes, stirring twice. So. T3, I got 10 more minutes on the rice. 48. 7:48 on the the chicken, and then 7:53 on the rice. But the rice is cooking while I'm doing everything else, so I ain't worried about that. Okay? It's not like I'm talking, keeping y'all here just while I'm waiting on the rice, no, because the rice is doing its thing while I'm doing the other parts. Okay. So let me show you what it looks like. Because a long time ago someone suggested that I keep the camera focused on them, like on the opposite side. So because I used to put it right next to the stove when I would talk, but put it across so you can see the pan. But it doesn't much help because you can't see into the food cooking. See? That's that. Okay? Well, what somebody else does, a guy does, that I watch, he does quick videos of putting quick stuff together. What he'll do is, like, he'll do something, like he'll bring, the pan will be heated up, he'll put something in there and then cook it a little bit. And then when he needs to add something else, he picks up the pan, brings it over to the counter across, and put something in there, mix it up, and then take it back to the stove, you know. So, okay. Alrighty, so time it goes out, and then I have to go back up. Okay, but once that 5 minutes is up, and it says only stirring twice, so I think I've already started twice, maybe more, so I'm not going to start again. Then I'm going to add the broccoli. I'm going to cover it and cook for another 5 minutes, it says. That's why I was like, frozen broccoli not going to cook in 5 minutes? I don't know. But since there was 10 minutes left on the rice, and then I only needed to do 5 minutes on the chicken with the sauce, then that means there'll be 5 minutes left on the rice, and I can put the broccoli in there, and it should be ready by the time the rice is. But if it's still not warm enough, then I'll... Oh, it says cook over medium heat. I didn't know, so I had to turn it down. Okay, then I'm going to add the broccoli, because I got 2 more minutes. Then I'm going to add the broccoli. That's cooked for 5 minutes. And stir occasionally until chicken is no longer pink in the center and broccoli is crisp tender. Because you know, chicken broccoli stir fry is like a Chinese meal. And they usually have their broccoli crisp. But you know, a little less than crisp because I like it soft. But and yeah, it said fry the chicken 2 to 3 minutes or until chicken is brown on the outside. But then down there where it said cook for 5 more minutes until the broccoli is crisp tender and the chicken is no longer pink in the middle. So that gives the chicken a little longer to cook, make sure it's all the way done while the rest of it. So, okay. So once again, we're going to go over the ingredients, okay? All right, chicken, 1 pound. You can adjust it, okay? 2, and now I'm just giving you what's on here. I doubled it, so remember that, okay? And if you watch the beginning of this video, you'll see what I said about the measurements, okay? 1 pound of chicken, skinless and boneless, cut into 1-inch pieces. 2 garlic cloves, finely chopped. Or you can, like I said, you can use the minced garlic here in the pan. And then 2 teaspoons of finely chopped ginger. You can use this, or you can use, you know, fresh ginger. 1 cup of chicken broth. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 2 cups of broccoli. And 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. I didn't tell you that yet. Cornstarch. It's going to go in at the end. It says mix cornstarch with remaining 1/4 cup broth. Stir into chicken mixture. This is what's going to help it thicken up, but instead of using water, it's going to use the rest. That's why they put less save some of the broth instead of using water. Okay, so that'll be half a cup. So this said 2 teaspoons. It'll be 4 teaspoons. Okay, 4 teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of cornstarch and the rest of the chicken broth, which will be half a cup on my end. But since it's when you do the 1 cup chicken broth, you're only going to do 3/4 into the chicken after it's cooked, and you're going to save the 1/4, okay? Because that's going to be mixed with the 2 teaspoons of cornstarch at the end, so it can thicken up the sauce. Okay? Okay. And just to give you a heads up, it's done. So let's get the rest of this in there. Okay, that is 1/3. 1/3. Usually, you can mix water. Usually you mix water and cornstarch, so I'm just going to, I added a little bit of water to finish it off. Okay? So remember, you're going to cook the chicken for 2 to 3 minutes, or a little longer if you got a lot more chicken, until it's brown and almost cooked all the way. Okay? And you're going to spray the pan before you put the chicken in. Okay? With spray. Whatever spray you want to use. Okay? Or you can use a seasoned wok. Okay, then you're going to add the garlic and ginger. Okay? When you add the chicken, you're going to add the garlic and ginger, then cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until the chicken's almost done. Okay? Then you're going to add 3/4 of the cup of broth. And remember, if you are doubling this, you're going to add 1.5 cups of broth and save the half a cup. Because you're saving 1/4 of a cup, but you're doubling it because it's 2 cups. So you're putting in 1.5 and saving half. Okay, put in 3/4 cup of the broth, the soy sauce, and sugar. Cover and cook over medium heat for 5 minutes, stirring twice. I did not cover it. My bad, I did not cover it. Sorry. I forgot, I didn't see it said cover. So, then when that's done, you're going to add the broccoli. Cover and cook for 5 minutes and stirring until the chicken is no longer pink and you've got crisp, tender broccoli. Now, you can cook a little longer if you want your broccoli a little softer. But you know how Chinese restaurants do it. Their broccoli is kind of crisp, tender, like a little crunchy. Yeah. And then when that's done, you're going to mix the cornstarch. You're going to mix the 2 teaspoons of cornstarch with the remaining 1/4 cup of broth. Or 4 teaspoons with half a cup of broth, depending. Okay? And I use canned because... Oh, sorry. I'm reading off the computer, so I should have been looking at the computer and standing right here, but I didn't realize, I forgot that my face wasn't in front of the camera, so I apologize. But I use canned, the box chicken broths and beef broths. They have much more than I use in one recipe, so I would have leftover, which is not a big deal, but I won't use the rest of it before it goes bad, so that's why. So this is usually, just says serving size is 1 can, but it was almost 1.5 cups. No, I did 1.5 cups and then almost 2 cups, a little less than 2 cups. Okay, because it was 1/3 plus the 1.5, so. So let's get this going. So it was, I'll take this off. So it was the 1/3 plus the 1.5, so that's how much is in a can. But if you use a lot of it, you can get the big box. But if you're a little less, you can. Sorry, I thought I got to count. Okay, if you're a little less, you can just add a little bit of water. You know how you usually add water with cornstarch anyways, but you don't want to water down the sauce in there anyways. That's why they probably used the chicken broth. But if I would have got even the smallest box, it would have still had leftovers. Unless I'm planning on using it on 2 recipes back to back. But next time I go to the store, which tomorrow I got to go to Walmart to get some things I couldn't get at my grocery store. Not grocery wise, but. And I'm gonna look at the chicken broth and see how long see if it says anywhere on there how long it lasts if we got leftovers. Okay? And it says mixed cornstarch. Okay, mixed cornstarch. Stir into chicken mixture. Oh, no. I didn't put the broccoli in. That's what I should have done. I was about to put that in there. I totally forgot I got to put the broccoli in for 5 minutes. I was so into making the cornstarch mixture, I forgot that while I was doing that, I could have been cooking the broccoli for the 5 minutes. So, I stirred that. Cover it. So we put that on it. Cover it and let me see, 5 minutes. So 54, 59. So 8 o'clock and we'll check see how the broccoli is. Okay? But, okay, so let's check on the rice. Since it's a minute after, just put the top to the side, let me stir it. The rice has a little bit of water, a little bit moisture, more than I want, so usually 15 minutes it's good, but sometimes it's not. So give it a couple more minutes and I'll check the rice. Okay, so cover the cornstarch. Let's put the cornstarch back. Alrighty. Put the ginger and the garlic away. See? I have a chicken feet I'm going to give my dog. Go Brown. Sit. What? Tell her to sit. High five. She high fived me. Gave her the chicken. Okay? I got 2 per pack and freeze the rest and I give her 1 and then I give her 1 later on in the day. But I forgot to give her the second one yesterday, so. Okay, so about 4 minutes and then I'm going to check the broccoli. Okay, so see, this is the rice. This is, and that's the, okay, so let me just make sure the cornstarch is stirred up pretty good. I was just thinking about this and pouring it in and I totally forgot about the broccoli. Okay, soy sauce says, alright, I was just checking to see if it had to be refrigerated after opening. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this out to make sure it's got good flavor if I need to add just a little bit more of soy sauce. You know how when you do like fried rice, you can add a little more soy sauce at the end if you like. If it's not, doesn't got that soy sauce taste that you like, okay? Okay, so have y'all ever cooked chicken and broccoli stir fry? Because the next recipe after this will be, oh shoot, my clipboard is over here. The next recipe that I'm going to make is going to be, taco pasta salad, which is going to be pasta. Forgot what kind of pasta. I have the pasta, but it's somewhere. It's in my cabinet. I'll look at it in a minute. Yeah. So it's taco pasta salad with ground beef and taco seasoning, and so then I'm gonna double that too. So I got 2 boxes of pasta, and Okay? So, see, 1 more minute and then I will check the broccoli. See how soft it is. Okay? Now it just says add broccoli, cover for 5 minutes. It says stirring occasionally. Okay, don't forget, stir occasionally. Okay? And I want to make sure it's not cold because I put in cold broccoli, so most likely it brought the sauce, the liquid in there and made it warm. Not hot and bubbly like it was boiling like hot and bubbly. But it probably brought the temperature down because it was. It's not bubbling like it was. Broccoli's not like frozen cold, it's not even cold, it's warm. So I'm going to give it an extra few minutes. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and test the rice. Okay, sorry guys, I just moved the rice so I can stir it so it'll stop because it started. Yes, it started to stick just a little bit, not hardly, but that's telling me that I keep it on there. So I'm going to put the rice right here on this rag so it's not hot. Okay, put that there. I am going to, well, I was going to use a spoon to taste it, but I got it in the... Well, I just used a tablespoon measuring for the soy sauce. I rinsed it, so I'm going to just take a little bit of rice and taste it. The butter, the salt ratio into the rice is perfect. Sometimes I don't put enough salt. Sometimes I put a little too much salt. But this time it's perfect. Okay, I'm already going on 43 minutes. So I want to hurry up with this video. Try to make it faster, but it's good. Oh, it's good. But it's hard. Hold on, guys. It's hard to lower the time down when you've got to wait on the food to cook. But if I'm doing something that goes in the oven like a casserole or something, then I turn the video off and make a second video when it's done in the oven. Or if I do a crock pot, I do a video in the morning or early afternoon whenever I do the crock pot, show you how to prep it, put it in, and then come back in the evening after it's done, you know. Like that I do. But, see. Okay, I'm just going to give it like a minute or two more, and then I'm going to check the broccoli. Okay. Actually, I'll check it now. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Sorry guys, I got a cough. I think a little bit of the rice went down the wrong pipe, but that's why I turned away from the pan and over the stove and coughed into my arm. Okay, so it said medium, but now I turned it up to 7 because, let's see, the liquid. Yeah, the juice is hot, but it's not bubbling like it was. It's not bubbling because I put in frozen broccoli. or mostly 3/4 frozen because I had it sitting out for since the beginning of when I started the video. But because I measured it right before I turned on my video. But yeah, heads up. That is a thing. When you go to put the broccoli in, the temperature is gonna come down. You know, after the 5 minutes of cooking the chicken in the sauce, when you mix the chicken broth and the soy sauce and the sugar and stuff, you know, it's gonna probably be bubbling. But it's gonna stop bubbling and the temperature, it's still gonna be hot, but it's not gonna quite be that hot. So, because you're putting in cold broccoli, you're putting in frozen broccoli. Even if you, because I suggest that you measure out your broccoli or whatever broccoli you're going to use into a bowl when you're ready to start cooking. So it can sit there and just get a little thawed, not a whole lot. Or you can put it 30 minutes before you start cooking. If you want to thaw it out, you can thaw it out. It'll probably work better. It didn't say in there, it just said 2 cups of broccoli. Okay? Yes, it said 2 cups of broccoli. It did not say, and it could be fresh too. I'm gathering you can use fresh broccoli. Then you won't have that problem of it bringing down the temperature of the liquid. So, when you use broccoli, 2 cups or more if you decide to double it. You can use fresh broccoli and cut it in small or big pieces, whatever you want. It would be less broccoli in there if you make it bigger pieces, but it'll still be bigger pieces. But or you can use frozen broccoli. But if you use frozen broccoli, which I suggest that you thaw out the broccoli. I did not thaw it out. I just took it out when I started cooking. So it'll be a little bit thawed when it's time to put it in, but not all the way, but a little bit. But I suggest, and that's what I'm going to do next time I make this recipe. I'm going to thaw it out. So I'm going to take it out maybe up to about 20 to 30 minutes before I start. Okay? But if you're doing fresh, then it's okay. Now, if you're doing fresh, it says to put it in the pan, cover it, and stir it. You know, it says stir occasionally, but after 5 minutes, it probably might be crisp tender. But, you know, you can cook it a little longer if you want. If you want softer broccoli. So, but I turned it up to 7 so it'll cook a little faster. Yes, there it's boiling again. Okay. Next time I'm going to get the petite broccoli. I like petite broccoli instead of the bigger broccoli. So I'm going to look for a broccoli. Got the broccoli. I'm going to taste it, see how soft it is or how crunchy it is. It's good. I still like it softer than this, but it's good just like that. That's the crisp tender. It's perfect, actually. But it'll get a little softer because I still got to put in this to thicken up the sauce, okay? The cornstarch. I keep forgetting it's called cornstarch. So, take the lid off, and I'm going to bring it down to 6 because it was at 7. Okay? So it says stirring frequently until sauce is thickened. Normally, if it's just the sauce itself, I'll stir it with a whisk because it'll make it. It's better stirring it with a whisk, but not in this situation now because it's got chicken in there. So it's hard to stir something with a whisk like meat. So Let me stir it up. Okay. And usually you can see it starts sticking up right away. Okay. So I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes. I'm going to take the rice, put it back on the stove. I just wanted the burner to cool down a little bit so it didn't continue cooking the rice and it stick on the... Okay? So, now, I'm going to taste the sauce. Oh, that's perfect. I don't need... I was going to add some more. That's why I kept the soy sauce out in case I needed some more. Nope. I'll be honest with you. It was perfect. It's enough. Did not need any more soy sauce. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a few more minutes to thicken up the sauce, and then I'm going to plate it. Actually, well, when I say plate, I'm going to put it in a bowl. Okay? I'm going to put it in a bowl. And then I'm going to do a thumbnail with it. And then I'm going to taste it for you guys with the broccoli, chicken, and rice. And then there will be done. Okay, but I'm going to put it in a bowl because it's all like the chicken and the broccoli and chicken with the sauce is going on top of the rice. So I only use a plate like if I have like the main meal and then I've got a vegetable on the side, or I've got like a meat, then a side, then a vegetable. But if it's like a hamburger helper spaghetti or something like this that goes on top, like when I did my baked sweet and sour, I put the rice on top of that. Yeah, so. But that I put on a plate because I had a vegetable to the side of it. But yeah. So. Oh. I forgot to take out 2 bowls. But I'm only going to make one right now for you guys. And I'll make the second one when my husband comes in. He's on his way home. He should be almost home. So, the bowl that I make, I will start eating it. It's hard to wait for him. I'm hungry. But, plus I want to plate it for you guys. And once you plate it, it's not going to stay as warm because it's not in the pan. So, alright. So I turn it off. And I've been using the same spoon that I started with to scoop the rice in, to stir the rice when I did, because it doesn't matter. Okay? So, put a little bit of rice in here. And since it's a spoon with no holes, the juice will be picked up when I pick up the rice and broccoli and chicken and stuff. So it'll go over it. But if it's not enough, I'll just scoop some sauce alone. See, this broccoli got a little bit softer. So, I need a little bit more. Without getting any more chicken and stuff, put a little bit of sauce. Trying to get some more sauce without getting a whole bunch more. Alright, so there you go, see? There it is. Let's back up so I can, oh, there we go. Let me do a thumbnail. Okay, but you see that's what it looks like. Okay? And my husband likes to use spoons a lot, but it's chicken and broccoli, so I usually like to poke them. Rice and a spoon, but it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Fork, spoon, whatever. Alright, so I'm going to get a piece of chicken, piece of broccoli, chicken, And I'm going to get some rice. Sorry. My dog's standing right beside me, begging. Already licking her chops. Okay? See that? Okay? Let's back this up some. Okay? Let's blow this. It's very hot. I swallowed the broccoli in whole because it was hot. I told you it was hot. I blew it a while, but it... Sorry, because it was hot. So, I needed to cool my mouth down. Like when I tasted the rice before, that's why I said I'll be right back. I went over there to get my tea because I was thirsty. Plus, you know, sometimes if you take a hot bite and it's like really hot, it burns inside your mouth. Like once it comes down here, it's like burning inside here from the heat. And the only way to cool it down is take a cold drink. Or room temperature, but, you know. But that was really good. And soy sauce, the amount I put in there was perfect. So, ooh. Yeah, my little Dan's saying it's good. Okay, so I'm going to get off here. And I usually take a picture of after I played it. Sometimes I forget. And then I have to screenshot the thumbnail. And then just kind of crop me out just to get... Because I posted on Facebook and Instagram. Okay? But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you guys. Stay positive and I'll see you in the next cooking video. Alright? Bye!